Kind of a 10 out of 10 today. Temperatures in the mid 70s, upper 70s, a couple of low 80s. Dew points were still pretty low and there was a ton of sunshine. Our fortunes have changed here as we thought they would as the first round of rain continues to move across the state from southwest to northeast. That's loosely associated with Debbie, which will continue to move off to the north. The exact path of this isn't super pertinent though. What's happening is the moisture from Debbie is getting advected into a front for us, and that's where that extra tropical moisture comes from. That will give us periods of heavy rain through the rest of the overnight hours, but it's certainly not raining all night. I think the heaviest stuff comes through tomorrow morning, where we'll see some heavy downpours, some rumbles of thunder in there, and we could see some localized flash flooding, although our ground can absorb some of it because it hasn't been super wet lately. That area of rain moves into Aroostook County through the middle of the day and across extreme down east Maine as well. So it gives a good part of the state a break here through the middle of the day on Friday. I don't think it's going to be particularly nice, but it certainly won't be raining all day with temperatures in the mid 70s at that point, a little bit sticky and an isolated shower. A second line of showers and storms moves through late in the afternoon into the evening. And right ahead of that line back here, there'll be an area that we could develop a couple of strong to severe storms in. And some of those storms could have a little spin in them, a little shear, giving us a chance for an isolated tornado. So we'll keep an eye on that. That would be tomorrow evening. Once that line comes through, we've got heavy downpours again, rumbles of thunder. But the trend has been for this to keep speeding up and speeding up in the computer models, which leaves us with a day on Saturday that looks pretty good, honestly. We start with rain in a lot of spots in the morning, but this thing moves out fast. And so by, I'd say 10 a.m., 11 a.m. over down East Maine, we're pretty much done with this. And that gives us a chance to push temperatures into the mid and upper 80s on Saturday afternoon. So I think that's a big turnaround from what it looked like just a few days ago. We now have a nice day Saturday afternoon and a nice day on Sunday too. Again, we'll watch this. Storm Prediction Center putting us in a low level risk for severe weather, but I'm just more concerned about what happens over western Maine and New Hampshire with some of that spin. That's pretty typical, by the way, with tropical storms. There are often quite a few weak tornadoes with tropical systems, but they tend to not be all that strong. Total rainfall amounts an inch or 2 inches. We'll see the heaviest stuff stay into Canada and the Northeast Kingdom. So yeah, we actually end up with a decent weekend. Worth noting that I think it's going to be a little breezy on Sunday. Models still aren't really biting on that, but I just think the way that front comes through, I don't see how we're not going to be windy out of the northwest behind it, so we'll put that icon in there. Looking okay with an isolated shower, maybe pop-up stuff on Monday and Wednesday of next week. But even the days with shower icons, save for Thursday, are generally nice days with a mixture of sun and clouds and just an isolated shower later in the day.